Last week, a crude explosive detonated outside the U.S. Embassy in La Paz, Bolivia. 2 Marine Embassy guards were injured in the blast. 2 days later, a CIA asset in central Bolivia provided us with these images. Our analysts have identified the individual in the photo as DEA Special Agent Ricardo Ricky Sandoval, my friend. Sandoval had spent the last 6 years investigating the local cocaine industry. Our understanding is that Sandoval was the intended target of...
Well, that's quite enough of that. Okay, so... I thought I'd stream something a bit different today. This is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands on the PS4. I've been playing this for a little bit. I actually quite like it. I know that some people perhaps weren't too keen on this, but I actually like it. Just do some housekeeping here. Okay, that's that done. Right, let's get this party started. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. It might not be too long, it just depends on how it goes, how I go. Right, so where am I? I know that's what the mission is, but where am I? What the hell am I doing there? The hell am I doing there? I wasn't there when I saved the game. I was here. Oh well, okay. That's entirely random, but never mind. So, tell you what I haven't done in a while is interrogated somebody. How am I doing for ammo? Okay. Let's go stealthy. Alright. So yeah, I think that what was a bit off-putting for some people was that this was kind of like a typical sandbox open world game, which I think people have starting to feel a little bit burnt out with, but I actually like them. I like the ability to roam around. I think that's a civilian. Yeah, what am I rambling on about? I don't know. But anyway, this guy should be easy to take out because he's got no escort. Just grab him, talk to him. Oh no, we're okay. Alright, so we've got some intel there now, which is nice. But I love open world games. I think I got some Just Cause. Let's go for this one. I don't think I'll be going that way around. I got some Just Cause. I got Just Cause 3 on the PlayStation Plus. Now I had that on the Xbox One, played through and completed it, but I think I'll stream some of that in the future as well, because I really like that game too. I like being able to explore. I like being able to go about doing things how I want. It makes the games a lot more enjoyable for me personally. Best off getting a boat, aren't I, for this? And so, yeah. Does that qualify as a boat? Can I not? Oh, maybe I can't drive it. Do I need to unlock it? Oh no, there we go. Come on. Hello? Icon. Why? Okay, that's annoying. There we go. I'm just waiting for my fellas to get in. They're not going to get in, are they? Alright. They're being weird. So I'm just going to... well, there's one way of getting in, I suppose. Oh, they're all in. Oh, that's handy. Well, that's one way of fixing a glitchy situation. You just make it happen. Don't want to beach this thing. I needed to get back. So we're going to be in some action here soon.
One narco inside the firing post.
Yeah, I know. So let's go down and let's put up our little drone fella. Tag him.
Sniper up in the
Let me
tower.
get into position.
Tag him.
Tied into the cartel's comms network. Let's deactivate it.
Put him in a body bag.
That's them two down.
They found their pal.
Oh, for the love of God. That didn't go well at all, did it? And now I've got to wait for this cooldown. He's not happy over there. Nobody's happy anymore. Come on.
I'm moving right at us. What's the word, boss? Stepping by. Moving to a good sight line. Got the target.
Are we ready?
Taking a shot.
There we go. There's them two down. Right. So. Let's get our sniper rifle out. That might not be a good idea. Let's go with a silenced pistol, because one of them's around here. Blah, 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 blah. There he is. That's him taken care of. And that is this area taken care of. Well, apparently not.
Helicopter inbound.
Now, why is there a helicopter inbound? That's what I want to know there. There was no alarm raised at all. That's
Just pulled up.
massively annoying. Oh well. I need to get something in the approaching anti-aircraft type stuff. Or cover first of all. Get in.
Take cover.
Ah, the things you have to do. All this to get the skill point too. Now if I could get the helicopter over here, just to hover there, that would be nice, and take him out with that gun. This has suddenly become a lot more involved than I thought it was going to be. Well, while they're messing about with that, I'm going to do this. Get out of the way, fool. What have we got? Oh, right, okay, so I can't listen to it while I move about. Well, I'm not going to listen to it at all then.
There's a cartel commendation here.
Is it still going out there? Oh, there you go. Mess with the best, I like the rest. Can I do anything with this? Blow this up, take it over, seize control? It's a SAM site, it'd be nice to take it over. Where's the no. No. Can't hack the computer. Who the hell? Go away. Right, where's this thing that I want? Should be here. Oh, it's there. Skill points. What's this? Deactivate.
Get to the next antenna. Clock's ticking.
Oh, hell. Not these timed missions. I hate timed missions. They're such a farce. What? 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 Why? Why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Of course there's people here. Just going to make this a little bit more complex. Oh dear. Come on, let's move like the A-team.
Think we'll make it?
Oh, that was simple-ish. Alright, come on guys, we've got people to kill. Stealth is for the weak. Screw you, sniper. Where is the sniper? I'll take him out. You do your work.
Getting a position. Let me get into position. Target. Wait one. Let me get in position.
Hurry up and get in position.
Copy. Target marked. Say the word, boss.
You ready? Do it.
Engaging tangos.
He's up in a car, isn't he? Or a truck of some... Yeah. That means I need a vehicle myself. Never a bloody car around when I need one. He's gonna get away.
They're gonna be on top of us in another few seconds. What do we do?
This. You magically beam into my car, and then we magically do... Oh Christ. We magically do this. Is he on the map? Is that him? Right. I can tag him. Get out of the way, peasant. The one thing I will say about this game is the handling of the cars is diabolical. I mean, talk about floaty, oh look, we're driving on ice roads. It doesn't come into it. It is, that part is dreadful. And they've escaped. Have they? Or is that a different one? Ah, maybe it's the same guy. Who can say? Well, let's get after him anyway. But yeah, the car handling in this is very poor. I mean, you kind of get used to it a little bit, I suppose, but it's annoyingly crap. I don't think the people who did the car mechanics for this game have ever driven a car in their life, if they think this is how vehicles handle. I mean, tyres are purposefully designed to create friction on the road so you don't slide all over the place.
Ready to engage.
Ready? Open fire.
Copy. Opening fire on these.
Oh, it's two. Get out of the way, you fools. Now, he should want to pull over soon. You better stop shooting. Don't want you to blow him up. Let's do this the old Chase HQ way. Now I can't see because the camera's being a prick. Just shoot them. Why are you not doing anything? Where is the guy? Did you kill him? Well, that's just effing marvellous.
Cover, get to cover.
So, we managed to kill the guy we were after, which was specifically not what I wanted to do. Oh well, that didn't go to plan at all. Jesus. So, let's go back to here where we were at before. Not a big fan of the side mission there. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the plane missions either, trying to fly a plane. I've encountered easier things. The vehicle stuff in this game is not the best. The main helicopter, the helicopter stuff isn't too bad, if I want to be exceptionally generous. But the rest of it can be a bit of a pain in the arse. So let's tell you what. A few side missions there. We'll save that. We've got some side missions going on there. And we'll get these skill points here. Probably need a vehicle that's not about to explode, so I'm going to commandeer your vehicle. You guys. Oh, for fucking hell's sake. It's going to be like this, isn't it? We'll take this vehicle then.
Let's go.
Get in the bloody vehicle. Well, he's going to have to be left behind because apparently he can't get in this vehicle too. But it doesn't matter, he'll materialise. I have to say the name of the one of the bad guy factions, Unidad, is pretty bad. I mean, it just conjures up things that aren't what you one would associate with some sort of military type cartel. Well, look at that, it's been rolling down the hill all this time. Physics. And see, we're going to get this all the time now with these pricks. Santa Blanca is attacking Unidad. Yeah. Bloody hell. Somebody put like grease on these tyres. Who are they shooting at? That's a wall. Guys, please. Control yourselves. And crash into me too. Supposed to be on the same team, boys. I hope there's no side missions in this which include any kind of races or anything like that, because trying to race on these roads in this, no, not gonna work. So at least we're taking in some of the Bolivian countryside. It's very pretty. The environments are very pretty, there's no doubt about that. Oh crap. Yeah, that's not good. So, having conducted further investigations, in order for me to be able to stream Grand Theft Auto 4 on the Xbox One, I'm going to have to buy a new laptop and an Elgato game capture. Now, I say I'm going to need a new laptop because the specifications for an Elgato game capture which in itself is about £140 over here. So I guess that's probably close to $170, $180 or something. So there's that, and then my destination. Where the hell was it? I think I am. Anyhow, what was I saying? Yeah. In order to... Am I? No. Nowhere near it. Why is my thing... Oh, I must have gone past the Doobaroo, what's it?
Go ahead, I'll catch up.
Yeah, go on, you catch up. In the meantime, I'm about to be open fired on by all and sundry. What was I saying? Ah, yes. It requires a quad-core i5. I have a crappy old dual-core. So, I can't stream off this laptop. The PC that I have is a Pentium 4. I had Apple computers, which are, well, let's face it, utter garbage. And, yeah, the practicalities of being able to stream are just not there. So, all in all, to get a relatively decent laptop, I'd probably be looking at maybe £600-700 plus the £140 for the Elgato. So I'm not going to get much change out of £900, and I can't afford that, and I'm not going to pay that to stream one game. Microsoft need to fix the problem, which they won't do because it's backwards compatibility and they really don't give a crap. So as it stands, that will not be being streamed until I've sorted other things out in my life, which means it's probably not going to get streamed for quite some time, and by that time I'll probably have it on PC. Did it come out on PC? Pretty sure it did. So I won't be streaming it on a console anyway. I think one of the things that people don't realise sometimes, and I kind of encountered this I think a little bit on Saturday when I lost my shit, which I shouldn't have done, but I shouldn't have streamed on Saturday. Basically, I wasn't in the mood to. I was a bit wound up tight. There's a lesson there that I learned. The people that stream on PC and haven't streamed using the direct streaming functionality on the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, like I'm using here, I'm streaming this directly off the PS4 to Twitch, and what I use my laptop for is to look for any messages in chat to make sure it's running okay, you know, that it's not turned into a Commodore 64 game on me with, you know, pixelation and stuff. What a lot of people don't realise is it is a really limited thing that you have. It's nothing special. It is a very limited, bare bones service that they offer. You know, even down to the streaming quality. You know, you're not going to get the same as you would do if you were streaming from a decent PC. And I think people fairly, perhaps, make a relatively fair assumption, I would say. That, well, if you're streaming, you must have a decent PC. And I suppose that is a fair assumption. But it's not always the case. You know, quite often the case is that people are streaming just because, I mean, the functionality's there, you know, and that makes it.
They're coming this way. What do you want us to do?
I want you to shoot them, Mr. Bond, like that, and that, and that. And that. Oh, see, how has he got over there? Do you know that is?
Sniper, down, down. You're in trouble.
Change
Get down.
weapon. Well, why don't you help me out? Why don't you help me out? You see, that is what is annoying as well as the vehicles, is your AI guys sometimes don't respond to what's going on. Look at them. If you look on the map, the blue dots, why are they all the way down there? Now I've got a helicopter. At least they do bring you back, but yeah, they tend to respond after you've been shot, which isn't what guys in the military do. A lot of it's preventative, not reactionary. You don't wait for your buddy to get shot, because in the real world that doesn't tend to work out too well. Anyhow, yeah, as I was saying, I think it's a fair assumption. I think it's just that when you're in the midst of it and you get sick and tired of obstacles being in the way of you being able to do things, it gets very, very frustrating. And
Chopper's approaching.
the one thing I hate is when people tell you what you should do. You should spend money. You know, yeah, because everybody's just got disposable income to spend, right? You know, no, if I have access to something, it should work. That's the bottom line. I shouldn't have to do anything. I shouldn't have to spend anything when I've already got something that's there that should be working. I know that can be an awkward concept for some people, but that's just the way it is. You know, yeah. It's like
The drone is up.
It's like you buy a car and you have a level of expectancy that the car's going to be able to do something. When... Imagine then you'd want to just do what you should be able to do with the car, right? And then somebody comes along and says, well, actually what you should do is spend more money. So, for example, you buy a car and it's got a radio in, right? But you want to listen to a digital radio station and it won't tune in. It's got a digital radio in it, but it won't tune in because you need to spend more money. You know, basically what the guy says is, oh no, you can't have that because you haven't spent. You need to go and spend more money. You need to go and buy a better radio, right, to get a pretty standard everyday radio channel. I'm not really explaining this very well, but bear with me. It's really annoying when somebody goes along and says that when you already have it. It's like, why do I need to spend more money? Like, they should fix the radio. Okay.
Hold up, we got hostile activity.
You know, they will say things like, you know, oh, you know, that it doesn't work for whatever reason. They've not done it properly. They didn't do a proper job. But the way to fix it is to spend more money. And you're like, why? Why should I spend more money?
Got need a better position. Copy. Target marked.
You know, why should I spend more money? That
I'm opening fire.
it doesn't make sense. I've already got
Mounted weapon.
what I want. I've already got the thing. What you're saying is because somebody didn't do their job properly, I should spend more money. And that doesn't wash with me. I find that annoying. It's the answer to everything these days. It's like, no, I'm not going to buy... I'm going to spend £800 to stream one game. Of all the games that I've streamed, I've had probably a couple where it's muted a certain section if it was playing licensed music, which is fine, fair enough. I don't agree with it, but I can understand it. But when you mute a whole game, when you have the ability to turn the radio down or turn the music off, which you can in GTA 4, no, sorry guys, not happening. Not happening at all. I think it's a bad thing. I don't appreciate it. I don't think it's right. And I hate that. It's the same with Apple. It's what I call the Apple support mentality. If you have an older Apple device and they do something with an operating system, so for example, I don't know, they release a new operating system and it won't work, or they release a new operating system and something stops working, Apple's support, their support for that is buy a new Apple device. Now, that was what I got back off them. I spent £500 when the iPad came out in 2010. And 3 years later, stuff was stopping working on it. Basically, it would keep, you would try to do something it should do, like browse the internet, for example, watch a YouTube video, so on and so forth. Just, nothing spectacular, not even playing games, even though it still should have been able to do that relatively easily. It would just keep crashing back to the main, I guess you call it desktop, whatever, I don't know what you call them on those things, but it would keep crashing back to it. It essentially kept resetting itself back to the main page. And I contact, like, you contact Apple support. Now, Apple's support was... Actually, that was a pretty good shot in the face, that, with a pistol for me. Their answer was, you need to buy a new iPad. The iPad 2 is out. Well, they don't say it like that. They go, well, the iPad 2 is now available. And I'm like, I spent £500 on something. It's 3 years old. Why do I need it? I want the answer to be, yes, we realise it's a complete screw up on our end. We're going to fix it, and the fix will be with you very soon. That's the answer to that problem. No, the answer to the problem isn't telling somebody who's spent a lot of money on a device that, oh yeah, it's redundant, it's out of date, but don't worry, spend more money to buy the newer version of the device, and everything will be fine. No, that's not how it works. Okay, because now I will never buy an Apple product again because of that. That's wrong. And it's the same thing. We live in this society where the answer to any kind of issue is, well, I'll just buy the new version of it, that's fine. Well, why should I? Why should I? I'm not asking it to do anything incredibly complex. And that's the thing. It's like, we'll fix it by throwing more power at it. Not we'll fix it by making the thing work like it should do, by getting better at what we do, which is the normal thing for people that are working within the IT industry. The answer is more power. which in turn is another word for spend more money. It's all done by design. This is going to be a bit of a rant, but I need to say it. And it is, it's done by design. You know, the people that do this shit, they're doing it by design. They know exactly, they're designing this stuff with built-in redundancy, and the redundancy is done through software. So it's not that your device is technically inferior and unable to do what it should be able to do. That's not the case at all. What the case is alright, you don't need to swear, you silly man. It's essentially gating off content. It's a way of gating off things from people who don't have as much money as others. You see this in video games. Season passes, microtransactions, DLC. It's adding in levels. It's like, in the past, the only, how can I say this? The only obstacle to you enjoying a game in the past was your ability to afford to buy it in the first place, and they used to be reasonably priced. If you, like me, grew up in the United Kingdom or even in Europe, let's say, you would know that video games that came on cassette or anything like that were very reasonably priced. It was there was a budget range, and there was the full price range. And the budget range over here, when I started gaming, was £1.99. So it was pocket money. You could buy a game a week. And a lot of full price games, or big games, AAA games, after a year or two of them being out, would actually come out on the budget labels. So you never really were missing out. But even the AAA games, the full price games, when I started gaming, were £8.99, and I think the price went up to $10.99 by the end of it. But it was affordable, and therefore a greater variety of people, a wider range of people could afford it. Hell, even the computers weren't that expensive. I mean, the most popular computer, I'm sure I'm not wrong in saying this, I didn't actually have it because I had a Commodore 64. There's Sinclair ZX Spectrum, I think, was about £130 to buy it. The Spectrum 48. I'm pretty certain that's how much it was. So I don't know because I didn't have it. But, at the time, it sold absolute gangbusters. And there were probably hundreds of thousands of games that came out for it. And it didn't lock, alright, of course there were going to be people that couldn't afford it. Of course there would be people that couldn't afford £130 and to spend £10 on a video game back in the 80s. I'm not suggesting there wasn't. I'm not espousing or positing a world rather that had it was like the land of milk and honey and stuff, some kind of bloody communist utopia or something like that. No, it was just that the vast majority of people could afford it, and there wasn't that gating off thing. It wasn't like, oh well, you can buy the game, but understand that you need to actually spend twice as much for the game. It actually is what we're selling it at. So if you spend, £45 on a game, by the time you've added the season pass, you're looking at £90 these days, £80 to £90. So you have that level. It's like saying, we're only going to give you part of the game. The rest of it, you're going to have to pay for yourself. Pay for yourself, that's the wrong thing to say. You're going to have to pay for on top of that. So, yeah, sucks to be you if you can't afford it. You're not getting the whole gaming experience. And I really do abhor that. I think it's wrong. I think it stands against everything that the industry used to stand for. And this is what happens when things get big. The simple fact is, when people talk of the cost of video games these days, I know they haven't gone up that much. Well, yeah, they have if you want the complete gaming experience. Dude just got run over by a truck. His own truck, nonetheless. Ah, that was funny. What have I got here?
Frag out.
I have one of them.
Oh shit, we've been spotted.
Never mind. That happened. Uh-oh. Now the alarm's going off. Alright, that may have been a bit of a mistake. Gonna have to go all Rambo here, I think. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying,
Grenade, get to cover. Hit the dirt, helicopter. Take cover. Helicopter, get down.
where's that guy? Oh, there he is. So yes, I've completely lost my train of thought now. Sorry, I'll be back with my train of thought in a second. I'm just...
Down, get down, chopper.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying was it's having that sort of gated off nonsense. You creating a class society within video games, which I just can't stand. Yeah, the point I was making was that the more popular something gets, the more it tends to get milked, which really doesn't make a lot of sense if you think about it. It does in a capitalist society, which I accept. I'm not anti-capitalist by any stretch of the imagination. But it actually doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you look at it from the perspective of growing an audience above where it currently is at. Because what you're doing is you're taking away layers of your audience. So you're actually, by your own design, you're shrinking your audience by trying to capitalize far too much on milking your product for as much money as possible. The argument that's always put forward by people who try to defend this kind of stuff is that, well, video games cost more to make. Yes, and also video games sell a lot more, so it counterbalances those two things. You know, that's the reality of the situation. What have we got here? A USG? How is that compared to this? That's a lot better than this. Now, can I put a silencer on it? That's the question. I think it already has one. Oh, that's nice. Now, let's stick it in my... put some green paint on it so it fits in with my pants. Good. That was worth it. Better pistola now. Marvellous. Yeah, so it just seems to be this way that people try... It's very short-term thinking. And short-term thinking comes when you create an industry that's based on nothing but shareholders and appeasing shareholders. You're always going to have that short-termism, which means that you're essentially putting in redundancy into your own industry. Like the way that game prices are now. I mean, I just read today that Shadow of Mordor is going to have loot crates in the single player, which is preposterous. It's ridiculous. And anybody that says it doesn't change the gameplay is an idiot. Because of course it does. These game companies want you to spend that extra money, so of course they're going to adjust the gameplay. Of course they're going to make it a grind fest above and beyond where it should be. You have to be very naive to think that they're not going to do that. Because they are. That's what they do. Sorry to bring about, you know, a bit of truth here. But that's what happens. That's how these people operate. And if you don't think that people do things like that, well, I hate to be the breaker of bad news to you guys, but that's what capitalist society is all about. And there's no getting away from that. You know? I'll drive, he says. That is a very interesting way of describing what's about to happen here. Yeah, straight away. How much damage have I inflicted? Taken out a headlight. Although it's still showing both headlights lit, which is a bit of a relief. These cars must be made out of like cardboard as well. So yeah, that is essentially what you're up against with I mean, look how much damage that is, and it's got bull bars on it, for Christ's sake. And it does, it gets frustrating, you know. It gets to be it becomes a bit like, you know, why are they doing this? You know, the game will sell well. It will sell very well because the first game was a hit, and it was a surprise hit, and people want more. And the game should just be sold as is. They're going to monetize the hell out of it. That's going to anger people. It will change the gameplay dynamic, which will anger people. And, you know, ultimately, what's going to happen? The game will probably might sell reasonably well initially, but once people realise, you know, it takes forever to do anything, they're going to shelve it. You know, it's like, let's not make balanced game mechanics at all. Let's just make it grindy so people then will spend more money just to be able to complete the game within a reasonable time. Otherwise people are going to end up putting like 40, 50, 60 hours in just to get through the game. And that's what they're going to do with it. You know, when they say, oh, you know, there's nothing behind the paywall that you can't do in game. Yeah, if you're prepared to put in 5 hours to do the same thing. And this is what's killing the games industry. It's, you know, if they didn't have that mentality, the game might take, I don't know, 20, 30 hours to complete. That would be a more than satisfying game experience. By inflating the artificially inflating the playtime of the game, you then create a gaming experience that nobody really wants. And people will either not finish the game or they'll lose interest with it. That's not the way forward. That should not be an ambition of the games industry, should it? Be honest. And if you, like I tweeted out before, if you think it doesn't change the gameplay, you're an idiot. Because Dead Space 3 is a living, breathing example of, although it obviously isn't living and breathing because it's a video game, but it's it's not even a walking example. It's an example, god damn you all, of of a game that was massively criticised for being fundamentally different in how it played to its predecessors because of the microtransactions that were rife in the game. See ya! And unfortunately that's what happened to that. And have we had Dead Space 4? Nope. Nope, because Dead Space 3 didn't do so hot. Oh crap. How about you
Fire,
give me cover in fire? Ah, I shot his balls off.
Oh shit, here they come.
Oh, sorry, dude. Mind you, I missed you anyway. That sounds like a machine gun emplacement that's firing upon me there. Right. There we go. Make life a bit easier for myself. Now then. Yeah, it is. There it is. Bye-bye.
Good shooting. Let's clean up and move on.
We get there in the end, by hook or by crook. Yeah, so that is my thought for the day on that. I think it's stupid. It's short term. They obviously thought, hey, we had a surprise success, and it was a surprise success. Shadow of Mordor was a surprise success. It was a Lord of the Rings game that came out years after the movies were gone. I mean, alright, you've got The Hobbit, but it wasn't in The Hobbit. I can't say it's not in the Hobbit universe, because it's in the Tolkien universe, but it wasn't a Hobbit game to tie into the movies. So it was a surprise success in that sense. So it was a surprise hit, and now the goodwill that they gained from that, from gamers who were willing to take the chance on something that was, you know, for many might view it being a number of years out of date. When you take that goodwill and you do what they did with the sequel, and you are doing what they're doing with the sequel, which is, you know, we're going to turn it into a grindfest. And don't people disagree with me, not because I'm being arrogant, but because that's not what they're going to do. You know, they're not going to say, oh yeah, you can complete the game in a normal time period, we're just going to put these things in here for shits and giggles. They want you to spend the money, even if you are somebody that can put in 100 hours into completing the game. They want you to spend the money. So it will change the gameplay and experience. Don't be naive into thinking that it won't, because like I say, there are examples out there of games that can do it.
Hang on,
I can give you another classic case of a game that I play. I mean, bloody hell, you want to play a grindy game to know what grinding feels like in a video game? Go and play Elite Dangerous. Bloody hell, that is a grind fest and a half, that game. You know, I mean, I haven't actually explored the possibilities there of...
Fire.
I'm going to take this convoy out. Yeah, I haven't even explored the possibilities of microtransactions in that game. Hang on, I'm just going to... I've got wires in a awkward places. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I mean, the degree of the degree of grinding that you do in that game is ridiculous. I don't even know if there's microtransactions for you to be able to host. No. Oh, there we go. I don't even know if there's the option to... One second.
They're driving away. Grenade!
Oh, for Christ's sake. You put the grenade there.
Food secure.
There we go.
Send a team in later to retrieve it. Let's
go. Yeah, whatever's left of it. Oh god, that's not looking clever. Highway bandits, achievements unlocked.
Hey,
Are you
that's been
surrendering?
right
Are
there.
you surrendering? Surrender to me. Oh, these pricks.
Shit, they're headed this way. What should we do?
What should we do, you soldiers? Shoot.
Cartel soldiers. We need to keep a low profile.
No, we don't. Just kill them. There you go.
Clear on my side.
Come on, hurry up. Get in! Nothing for you here. Son of a bitch.
Fuck, engage.
No, I didn't tell you to engage. You did that yourself, all of your own choice. You disobeyed my commands. You shall be punished. Right, well anyway, I'm going to get off the topic of... fucking bastard. Of whatever it was I was talking about. You take your eye off the map for a single second. Well, that just happened. Unidad. Unidad. It sounds like a shit reality thing that shitty MTV is packed with these days. Remember when MTV used to play music instead of these really shit reality shows? Now they have to call a channel specifically MTV Music. Imagine the idiocity. So you have a channel called Music Television. Hang on, I've had enough of these dicks. You have a channel called Music Television. Now you actually have to have one called Music Television Music.
Get to cover. Move.
Imagine that. That's the world we live in. Where MTV, that stands for Music Television, has to have a channel called MTV Music because they put bullshit on MTV. As a society, we are definitely regressing. We've peaked and we're on the downward trend now. Did I pick something up? Yeah, I did. Off we go here. The hell is that? An old photograph of Dr. Can't hardly read this. Catherine Svensson, before she came to be known as La Kringa. Svensson was an idealist. She came to Bolivia to help people working for Hands Over Bolivia. Or is she now some kind of dictator, probably? That is normally what happens. Need to go here next. On our roaming about Bolivia as an outpost. Alright, well we got this, look at this. I wouldn't mind, my men were actually stood there and allowed that to happen. Just out of interest, if you noticed. Let's get me some ammo.
Who need that chopper? Stay low.
What? Who's that? Crap. Get off my grass. So I need to get out of here. This is about to get very exciting.
Looks like more Sicarios want to get some. Unidad troops are moving in.
Well, they can all jump in the vehicle magically. I'm not waiting for them. Hey, don't block the gates. Well, that was one way of doing it. How do I get the feeling my situation hasn't improved? Wow, I've got 2 helicopters after me. I'm getting quite irritated with these lot now. I can't really do much while I'm in the state of this car. You don't see crap like that in every stream, do you? Oh, I've managed to completely box myself in. Take down the helicopters, do it immediately. Well, that did it. Well done, lads. Oh no, you didn't. I don't know what you did.
Hit the dirt, helicopter. Hit the dirt. Find some cover, fast.
How about you give me cover? Useless bastards.
Get down, chopper.
Bloody hell, fire. This is getting beyond a joke, this. I mean, just how many of these people are out there? I notice my men aren't following me. Hang on.
Rally up, people.
Copy that.
Let's go on foot. Maybe we might get out of this yet. Don't know how long they have to stay in this before they give up. Ah, it's flashing. There we go. There we go, that's that done. Oh, God.
We got more targets for you.
Now, why has that happened?
They're heading this way. I think that's all of them.
Alright, okay. Let's just hang out here for a second. Just have a look at something. Should be alright here. Alrighty. Okay. So we're hiding out. See, they're still being weird. Well, let's just get the hell out of here anyway.
We poked the hornet's nest.
Oh, you're supposed to stop.
Buckle up, people.
So I need to get well away from here. I'm gonna do this. Go there. That was some masterful evasion, if I do say so myself. Alright. So are they still being weird? 'Cause that's what I wanted. So I'm going to go back now. So my guy's head, I think he's popping out of the roof of the car at the back. That's not the direction I wanted. No, there's that, but there's something there. Oh, whoops. I'll have them. I'll have a look at my skill points in a second as well. I've not leveled up for ages. I'll have them. Alright, let's have a look here. Ooh, I've got loads. Tell you what I do want to do. That's handy. Physical. Uh-huh. Okay, can't get that one. Fuel. That's not bad to have. Weapon skill. Right, I think we're done. Right, so I have to do things to upgrade them. Okay, alright. this time. That's what got us in trouble last time. Oh, what? Seriously? Get stuffed.
Engaging signals. Take cover.
This is stupid,
Pick up hotel
this.
reinforcements. Sicarios are backing Unidad.
That's what I want.
No hay señales de enemigos por aquí. Continúen la búsqueda. Perdimos contacto con el enemigo. Salgan del servicio.
God damn it, the cartel sent reinforcements.
It's time to cut loose on these bastards.
Avisamos que los refuerzos ya vienen en camino. Únanse a ellas y destruyan al enemigo.
Hey man, try to take us off some sweet jumps, alright?
As if. Oops.
You just hit a civilian.
Well, they shouldn't have been there.
Acabamos de enviar tropas adicionales justo ahora. Ataquen y destruyan al enemigo.
Hemos perdido contacto con las tropas enemigas. Todas las unidades mantengan su información de búsqueda. Los soldados enemigos nos dieron contacto y se retiraron. Es hora de terminar la búsqueda.
I'm opening fire on these shitheads. That thing's gonna explode.
How in there? Oh, I was just waiting.
Let's check the truck for any loot we might need.
No mames, güey. Acabo de escuchar un tiro. Ah, huevo, seguro nos están atacando.
We searching this location for intel? Clear.
On that convoy now.
Roger.
We
What?
enter the new province?
Yeah. Villa Verde.
What are you
Map shows one
doing?
main road which leads to the city of Villa Verde. Other than that, looks like a lot
Morons.
of jungle.
Let's give Bowman a call. Bowman, we're crossing into the province Villa Verde.
Other than a lot of legal coke farms, there's a mine there owned by the cartel. The mine is the cartel's source for pyrolusite. It's used to make chemicals that purify the cocaine, make it nice and white or something.
I think we could screw up that step in production for you.
I don't have intel on who's running things in Villa Verde.
Don't care.
Careful. Gather intel on the Buchan before making any big moves. Bowman out. Just stay in the car. Jesus. Oh my god. If only the camera would stay behind the vehicle. So just falling under the wheels of my car. Out of the way, peasant. Move! Crap. Ugh. Alright, this'll do.
I got an
Tell me where.
Close to that stack of tires.
I see a second target.
I'm moving to position.
What?
Target marked.
Well, take it
I'm
out!
back to the spot.
Prick.
I'm seeing 2 narcos here, near the food container.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Roger, let me get in position. Roger that, let me get a good sight line. Lost my target. Target acquired. Standing by. Moving to a good sight line. Roger, target acquired. Lost visual on the target. Copy. Target marked. I don't have a shot.
We'll move into position so you do have a shot then, idiot.
Got the target.
Weapons free, weapons free.
Oh, here we go. They've seen us.
Yeah, because you're shit.
The lieutenant's escaping.
They are right, the AI in this is crap.
Thanks.
No! What the bloody hell are you doing, you Where's he gone?
Play, boss.
This is all over the place, this. No! Fucking hell! Jesus.
Ready. Call the shot.
So, how do I grab him exactly when he's shooting at me, moron game?
Fire at these fuckers.
I actually... Get out!
Easy. You good? You all in one piece? Just kill me fast, please. Kill you? That'd be doing you a favor. No. I need you to do me the favor instead. Go tell your boss his days are numbered, and make sure everybody he works for hears it too. It would be easier to be dead. Bad day to be a punk-ass Sicario.
Good day for the rebels. They're gonna love this.
Oh, thank God for that. Now then.
You've been working hard, my friends. This is how you say, birthing a beautiful friendship?
Sure. I guess that's how you say. We're in this fight all the way, Pac.
I do not doubt it. And we shall all reap what we sow. Viva Bolivia! Viva la revolución!
Now. Back at here. Is that where? There was some stuff to pick up. Alright, okay. You're not giving me a... Hard to see that blue line sometimes over everything else.
Check it out, weapons case.
Get in!
Ah, I can use this.
Good to go.
Is this upstairs or outside? Upstairs.
Sure are a lot of lights and switches up here.
Right. I'm going to hit pause on this for a bit. I might be back in a while. See you soon.